Hi, my name is Oscar Manuel Hernandez. I talk about the topic of this week is financial system and the crisis in 2018 in United States and the crisis in 1994 in Mexico. Well, the first point. Personally, I beat the movie The Big Short twice. I don't understand well how the financial system works, the term of CDO, but when I watch the documental Inside Job, I understand better the how works the financial system, because the financial system of the United States is a good comparison because the financial system in Mexico. Well, first, how do you feel after watch this movie, the documental? Well, the movie I watched a few months ago. The documental I watched on Friday. Personally, I really feel sad and a little angry because, in my opinion, in my point of view, it's a big problem for the world. How works the financial system because it's absolutely speculation, only speculation. The banks take the money of the people of, in saving accounts and invest in dangerous companies or anyway. In my opinion, it's a big problem. I feel sad. I'm scary about how big is this problem. Well, the next point. How know that and how didn't know before? Well, personally, how I know better what significate a CDO, because this institution, financial or service, the bank plus in the last decade, uh, made the crisis in 2018. It's a big problem because I don't understand why this CDO is created, because the government don't do anything to regulate this institution. Well, maybe corruption in the government. I don't know, but it's in my opinion, it's a big problem. I understand better, thanks to the documental, how works CDO and relation the CDO with the crisis. Well, next point, how to improve the system. Well, in my opinion, the important point is create regulations to CDOs, to the invest, to how works in general the finance system, especially the hypothecary credits and loans for the banks give the people. But before the watch the documental is very difficult to create regulations because the documental shows the big power the big banks have in the government, because Secretary of Economy, Secretary of International Fund of Monetary works after in a bank or of with a CEO of JP Morgan, Lehman Brothers, and it's a conflict of interest. But the government don't say anything about this conflict of interest, and they stay quiet. Well, uh, when I say before, maybe it's for corruption in the government of the United States, but I don't know certainly why happened this. Well, the next point, about how this relationship with the crisis in Mexico in 1994. An interview with I do to my parents. Well, first, my parents. personally don't pass a bad situation for this crisis. Unfortunately, my mother is not really fan to the loans, bank loans. She prefer saving your money when she have a big amount, invest this amount in our house or in car, but she prefer pay all price of these objects or the construction or my home to take a bank loan because she don't have a fee of this system of the banks. But my parents taught me about the histories of your or friends and they lost your jobs or your homes because take loans of the banks and when the crisis started in 1994 they don't have money to pay these loans and finally they lost your savings and your homes. My parents told me say me sorry and they felt sad and scary because I don't know happen with their savings or their jobs. Unfortunately, my father works in a American company, Costco, and they don't have problems in this moment. And my mother works for the government. She's a teacher, and I don't. She don't have problems with your job, but the increase in the basic products, tortilla, arroz, they have problems with my parents in this moment, but unfortunately, don't uh, pass a bad moment. Or finally, the last point, the relationship with the citizenship and democracy for these issues of this topic, financial system. Well, in my opinion, citizenship is very important to this issue because these people, the CEOs of the banks, JP Morgan, Lehman Brothers, etc., don't know how important is the actions they do and the consequence of these actions of is worth maybe if Jay is yes they know the consequence of this action but I don't care they take this action and I don't care for other people the only preoccupation for this person is increase the benefits and increase your amount of money. And this big problem about the education of citizenship in United States. The second concept, democracy. Why? Where is the democracy in this? The democracy represents the people. For but the documental, the inside job, show how the financial system spend a lot of money to the regulations of financial systems or the CDOs not happened. And where's the democracy? The democracy is not there because the only benefits of this is to the big corporation, big banks. People don't benefit of this. Well, in general, this is my opinion and my conclusions about the documental, the movie, and the interview with my parents about the crisis in 1994. Uh, my final conclusion is the analyst thought only the documental and the movie and the interview with my parents. This information. Um, so show me one conclusion that the economic crisis is going to happen again. The worst thing is that according to the documental Inside Job, the next crisis will be worse than the previous one because increase the dangerous, the consequence of the crisis every year. Well, it's a big problem, and this is my opinion. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.